Today we got a single malt Scotch whiskey from the Speyside region of Scotland. Let's check it out. Hey, welcome back, Whiskey Questers, to another episode of Whiskey Quest. To all of you new to the channel, my name's Antonio, and I'm very, very happy today because this one right here was donated to the channel by my good friend and comadre, Jeanette. Jeanette gave this to me a while back. I believe it was for Father's Day. And yeah, we opened it that same day. It was the very first time I tried it. And this was an excellent, excellent tasting there. So today we got this single malt from the Speyside region of Scotland called the Balvenie Doublewood, aged for 12 years. All right, so a little bit of info on this right here. So like I said, it's aged for 12 years. So what they do with this one, and that's where it gets its name from, is that they age this in both ex-bourbon barrels and hogshead barrels. So hogsheads are pretty much just barrels that are reconstructed using ex-bourbon barrels. And so anyways, for 12 years it's aged in those right there, and then it's finished in ex-oloroso sherry cask. So the double wood maturation happens with the ex-bourbon and the sherry cask here. So I'm expecting a lot of sweetness, a lot of fruit coming out of this. So very, very interesting one right here. It's only bottled at 43% ABV, but you know, with all that maturation going on, I think it gets away with it, most definitely. So after it's been aged for those 12 years and then finished in the sherry casks, ex-sherry casks, then they move it into a wooden tun where all the barrels that they used are thrown in there so they can, you know, blend and marry well before it gets bottled. So let's see what we get on the nose here. I'm gonna skip the color because for scotches they're allowed to add some caramel coloring, so artificial color can be going on into this, and unless it says it on the bottle or the canister or whatnot, then you know, I'm just gonna assume that it has coloring added to it. So on the nose right here, oh yeah, most definitely a lot of like dried fruits, as you expect from a sherry finish kind of whiskey. Nice oakiness going on. It's not like overpowering. Some honey notes coming through, caramel. But for those dried fruits, all I picture is like prunes, maybe some red apples, a little bit of pear going on, and it has a very nice, elegant nose to it, like a wine. Well, yeah, sherry is a wine, so fortified wine. But it does really come through. I think the sherry shines more in this than it does with the bourbon. Maybe a little bit of butterscotch going on as well. Very nice here. A little bit chocolatey. Smells creamy. 43% ABV. I wouldn't expect like a creamy mouthfeel, but lately it's been a while since I had this. Let's try it. Cheers. Very nice. Good amount of char going on right in front. One more taste before I keep going. Yeah, again, those dried fruits coming through the very, very forefront of this, just like I mentioned on the nose. Maybe more of that chocolatiness that I was getting is more like a dark chocolate on the palate. And believe it or not, it does give me a bit of a creamy mouthfeel. Some like salted caramel coming through on the palate towards the end. Nice medium, almost too long finish here. Very bold and rich. A lot of complex flavors coming out of this one. Somewhat of like a burnt orange peel also going on. So very, very interesting right here. It's definitely not a boring whiskey to try, but let's add a little bit of water and see what happens with that. As I've always done in my videos, I just like to experiment with these I'm gonna add a little bit less water than I normally do because of the ABV. But when they put these whiskeys in like competitions, the judges actually like to water it down to like 30%. So just to get like a real taste of what's going on and get past like the alcohol burn and whatnot. But just a little small drop for me, and we'll see what happens with that. This is gonna sound crazy, but with a little bit of water added to it, it's reminded me of like the Balcones Baby Blue Corn Whiskey. So weird. I think it's like a little bit of it's that mustiness. A little bit of mustiness came out of this with that drop of water. And it's just my mind's remembering that whiskey right there. But other than that, it seems to got a little bit sweeter, a lot more honey, caramel, chocolatiness coming through this time. It's weird on the nose. It's more, it just makes me think like a milk chocolate. And let's see, maybe it changed on the palate too, but a little bit more oak presence going on. And then all those nice dried fruits also still there. So very, very nice. Just changed with that mustiness really. So let's see what we get on the palate. Cheers. A little bit more salty going on. So kind of briny there. Yeah, that mustiness is coming through as well on the palate. It's not, I mean, not for me, it's not in a bad way. Those dried fruits are more like peels of fruit. It's not like sweet, it's just like, what do you call it? I guess it's just the peel of like cherries and prunes, like when it's dried. I don't know if you guys ever had something like that, but it's a little bit tangy to me. And the finish is still lingering there, so it's somewhere like again in the medium to long, but definitely a good one right here. So my final thoughts on the Balvenie Doublewood, aged for 12 years. If you've been in the whiskey game for a little bit tasting and you're ready to move up to something a little bit more complex, definitely grab this one right here. I don't think I mentioned the price earlier, but this will go for around $55. So for $55, you're definitely getting a little bit more of a complex dram here, and challenge yourself to the next step. And but if you guys have tried this, put in the comments below. Do you guys get like a sulfur kind of thing going on, or mustiness? I'm wondering what that is really, but I'm just gonna say that it's coming from the sherry finish here. Yeah, I'm still getting that, and it reminds me of the Balcones Baby Blue. I don't know why. It's like a little bit like buttery. Maybe that's where that saltiness is coming from. It's weird and delightful at the same time. So I'd say definitely grab this one if you guys haven't tried it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, don't forget to share these videos with your friends. Give me a sub if you haven't, if you're enjoying these videos. I would much appreciate all those subs. And I'm trying to hit 2,000 mark before the end of the year. So we'll see what happens with that. But if it doesn't, whatever. As long as you guys are enjoying the content and commenting below, gives me all the motivation that I need to keep making these videos right here. All right, so I guess that's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Peace.